Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Railway Empire with me, Murphy. And you find us on the 7th of October 1861 of the Civil War campaign, which is campaign 4, and we have just completed our first two tasks, which was to get Louisville up to 65,000 population, and also to build and produce a single rail carriage full of weapons. So we've done that. Wonderful. Let's just unpause this and we'll get given our next tasks. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to just build a little something first because I can't help myself. There we go. Let's build that line. We've got some factories here.
The president is satisfied. We've driven back the Confederate troops. Now we need to advance, and for that we need to be able to deliver supplies. Your task now is to expand the rail network into the South as quickly as possible. Incorporate the existing lines into it. Tennessee is strategically crucial for the further course of the war. We've established military camps in Nashville and Memphis. Deliver weapons to them and do so as quickly as you can.
Alright, so basically I've recorded this now, I think, 4 times. And each time I have discovered a little issue with the recording, namely a video problem on one and a audio on the last one. So I'm hoping this time round we'll be able to do this without too many issues. So we're going to be taking this train straight into there, but no, perfect. Right, we're going to get a train running straight away. Oops, add a train route, add to there.
Your spy just stole my toilet flush. Was that your wheel that just rolled towards me?
Okay, so we've just put a train on here with a priority to supply. Oh, no, we haven't. There we go. Now we have. To supply weapons to Nashville. So we just need to put some signals in while that's loading and running. So we want that track here. As a no entry, perfect. And we'll swap that one round. And then we'll put, now we've got that little switch on both sides of the track, we can put this route here as switch around, no entry. We'll just put a couple of signals on these routes just so that we can have multiple trains at some point. Let's put a supply in the middle. So you're going to be going that way, and we want that one.
Granted, I'm profiting from the war, but that's the way the Treasury bill business is.
Do you know what?
Our
Don't need
side is
anymore.
winning thanks to this, and there's also a little something in it for me.
So we've got just to transport. Our first task is to transport 12 loads of weapons, and we should be able to do that quite quickly. I'm actually considering upgrading the weapons factory. Yeah, I think I am. That's going to cost me 500,000, so let's just get a loan first. Let's take that out. Yeah, go for it. And let's upgrade, just so that we can actually meet the demand of weapons for the next two tasks. Because after we've shipped 12 here, then we're going to have to ship more to Jackson.
Even if we are in the midst of the turmoil of war, we cannot forget that it will one day be over. And then we will work together with the southern states and be a whole once again. Our president will do it. Of that, I'm sure.
Okay, very sure of himself, isn't he? No, come on. Come on, there we go. So might as well do this while those train routes are running. And then at least that way we've got everything all sorted out. We got, yeah, we have. There we go. And in the middle here, oops. There, and let's put in No entry on that one. Perfect. Swap that round so they'll come on the outside on the way down.
Seems like your engineer has been caught with their pants down.
Probably because you've bribed him, probably. Now we're going to be going down into Jackson next, so all this railway lines here will be, and all this train network here will disappear when we actually, when it opens that area to us. So I think it takes it all the way back to Montgomery. So we'll get Jackson and Knoxville, which is over there. So that's kind of what I'm expecting shortly. We also will be shipping a load of goods, as it were. I'm just wondering what's the best way to get this out. So if I was to go through, can I sneak it behind? No, I can't. Let's cancel that then. And ooh, this is something that I've done multiple times now. We want to make sure that our trains are transporting full amount of produce, no matter what they're doing. So we'll have a few trains that will be sneakily only carrying a few, and we don't want to waste money on that. So we've got, that's Jackson Pit, we've got that one, and we just want the wood now. I mean, some of these routes, like the wood and the coal and iron, do you know what, they will always deliver full, but I think the likes of this one here, 3. Oops. We want to ensure that we are fully utilising these for every trip. And is that both? I got a double track. No, I haven't got a double track for that, so I want this one now. I'll click on there, would be useful. So here, King's Reserve, we want to make sure that's always a full cart as well. And we also make sure we've got enough of this storage here to handle those full vehicle loads. Perfect. He's going in there empty. So you're going to the warehouse. I'm actually wondering whether I should add a different route on here. So if we've got the route there, so what's he carrying back? He's actually got mail. No, not worried. One thing I am going to be looking out for is any security guards, because they will be extremely useful a little bit later on in this episode. So that's done. So we're going to be bringing this route, train route, over here. So it's going to be cheaper for us. So let's ditch that and let's start again. So let's pop you in there. So you're going to be going around the farm. And we can't go into here yet, so we'll just take you to about here. Zoom out. So if we were to go in there, so it's actually over here I want. Yeah, we'll do it up to there. And we'll get that double tracked in preparation. And all the way back down to here. And we'll also put our signals in because, well, do you know what? Might as well. Perfect. Right, okay. And going this way. As we'll get them all the way down, otherwise...
What weighs 50 tons and has no wheels?
we will be missing a trick otherwise. Alright, so that's in there. So we've spent a bit of money. How much? Let's get rid of these notifications. Farming mine expands. The stock price will also increase the category. Yeah, okay. Yeah, don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, so breakdown. Train's broken down. Let's have a look at how many weapons we've got. We've got none in there. So how many trains have got weapons on there? Cleveland. Didn't want that train route. Let's cancel all that. Let's jump onto here. Okay, so we've now got 4. How many more do we need? So that'll be 3 loads, and he's done. So that'll open up our next task, which should...
Some newspapers have been critical of my dealings with Treasury notes. Well, I guess I'll just have to buy these newspapers up.
Okay, so I'm also going to be looking at research because I want to have that train. So I'm going to go for that was coming up to being available to buy. I'm going to let it go through, see whether I can actually buy it. What have we got up here? New industry bonus, Des Moines. Let's put in a new industry. What's the cheapest? Because we're not going to be actually putting anything in. So meat industry is $2.90. So
Knoxville and Jackson can now be reached. Connect them to your rail network as quickly as possible and deliver weapons to the cities. It won't be long now until the fighting flares up there. There are now also induction stations in Chicago, St. Louis, and Columbia. For this reason, the number of passengers to Knoxville and Jackson has increased. Make sure they all arrive on time.
Alright, so because we need a security guard, I'm going to just connect up Knoxville first. That's a lot of money. Let's just move out a bit more. Perfect. And we will get... Oops, there we go. Perfect. We'll get our train running down here first. And in the hope that we can actually get some security guards employed. Oops, come on. There we go. So if we jump back onto the signals. So we want trains to go back on the outside. So
the president is worried that your trains will be attacked repeatedly in the future. The Confederates want to sabotage our supplies.
You're not joking either. Oops. Rotate. There we go. Right. Also want a supply route somewhere down here. I think he'll struggle. Actually, let's just drop it in here. In between there, perfect. Right, let's get this route up and running. So we're going to Knoxville to Louisiana.
Seems like your engineer has been caught with their pants down.
Priority, excellent. Add the train. Right, we also need to make a change to this train. So let's just manage this. Oops. Nashville to cancel. Louisville. In Louisville, your priority is mail and passengers. That's perfect. Nashville, whatever. That's fine. Right, okay. So you won't take any more weapons. How many have we got? We've got none. So, have I got a train with some on? Let's have a look. We've got 5 en route, which is perfect. Which gives us time to start getting this train route sorted. And also hope that we get some security guards. 300,000? I don't think so. What have we got going on here? Bridge. That's a tall bridge, that. We don't need that. 120. That looks better. 1% incline. 1%. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll also... Which route did I put it on? The inside or the outside? inside. So let's put in our secondary line, because we will be running the two. And if we pop in our signals now for this, so on this line we'll have that, and over here I'll have, actually, do you know what, I've just realised I haven't put my little, let's put my little transfers over, just in case I need it later. And then let's put our signals back in, so we're going to go there. Perfect. Alright, so they're going on the outside and then on the inside of the air. Perfect. So we also want a supplies tower somewhere in the middle. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a trek, so we're going to have a couple of trains at least going down here, so I don't know. There we go. Don't know when yet, because I want a security guard. Okay, so how many train routes have we got in there? How many deliveries have we made? We haven't made any yet, which is perfect. So it'll be interesting to know. Right, so he's landed there. By which time we haven't produced any. Why haven't we produced any? We've increased capacity. We don't have enough iron. Whew. Right, okay, let's change this route and focus him on supplying. We got there? Yeah. Let's put you as a priority of iron. Perfect. Okay, that's done. Right, okay, so we should now produce. Do we not have enough chemicals either? Got loads of chemicals. What's going on? Ah, sorry, hadn't even delivered it yet, that's why. So now you've got everything, you've got coal, you've got that, so we should be able to produce mediator. Mediator, that will engineer. Yeah, we'll hire an engineer. Yes, I'll have that. Bandit. No, I don't want bandits. What's the mediator do? Actually, will take place. Right, okay, we'll hire him because we will be buying something.
I'm letting you go first on this journey into the unknown.
No, I wasn't expecting at that point. See, there's no point actually hiring someone to attack Jonathan Johnson because he'll be gone a little bit later. So that's nothing to think about. Let's research. So we've got our tachograph, so we can now get our faster train.
I wonder how this locomotive could be better.
We also want something to reduce. Where was it? It was. That's going to reduce servicing. So I think I want to reduce both of those. And we'll be able to get something else in another short while. So let's change all our trains. Yeah, 40,000, fine. So everything should speed up now. How many weapons have we got sat here ready to go? 4.
That's
perfect.
quite normal for me.
Thank you. So basically, unless we get more iron, this is going to be a little bit delayed. Thinking that that's a single tractor here. I could always put in another line in here. In actual fact, I think I will. we go. And then we can clone that train, and it shouldn't... Yeah. It shouldn't actually affect our routes back, because they can pull into each station. As long as you are aiming to be leaving with 8. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Right, we'll see whether that actually improves things. What else are we doing? What else are we doing? We have got no trains delivering yet to Jackson. So we need to get that train in place. Over to Jackson. And there you're going to focus on weapons again. Thank you. Add loco. We're going to jump onto that train. We'll put engineer on there. Alright, let's find another train that's maintenance. Let's add an engineer here. Okay. Got no one else out there now, have we? No, okay. So that train will get robbed, guarantee it. No matter what it's got on there. Whether it's mail, nope, where is he? You're the express. You're the Louisville to Jackson. You will get robbed. And you actually haven't got any weapons on you. That's just typical. So we must have had another train in there that cleared us out. 2. Okay. Right. So, yeah, later on, after the next stage of this, after we've completed these little tasks, we will then have to, we'll have a number of tasks to improve Atlanta. So we're currently 35,000 occupancy. That will jump up. They want that up to, I think, 80,000. And also with Jackson, they want Jackson up to 100,000 in population. And then they also want us to ship 4,000 people from Louisville to Atlanta without stopping. So we are going to need multiple trains on that route at some point soon. Right, so let's have a look at our research. We've got space for another one. Increased profit from mail. Let's have a look at the Roger. Is that going to be Rogers? Then we'll Rogers. So that's 46 mile an hour. Acceleration 72. That's 6 mile an hour quicker. Okay, so that would be the fastest train we can get in this. So can we do that yet? No, we can't. So we could go for...
The recruits have arrived in Knoxville and Jackson. That is a massive boost for our troops.
Okay, so we've completed the first task of getting 2,000 passengers. It didn't matter where those passengers were being shipped to. So, interest due 15. Oh, dear me, let's get rid of that. Amount. Yeah, let's replay it.
What weighs 50 tons and has no wheels?
Ah, dear me, what are you like? Right, okay, so now we can go for that train.
I wonder how this locomotive could be better. Don't my trains go that quickly every day?
Alright, so we have a higher passenger rating and we've also got a higher reliability. Maintenance requirements similar. Consumption lower. Yeah, let's yeah, let's replace all. Gave us a bit more money back as well, which is good. But we also will be travelling a lot faster, which is the main thing for each of these routes. And when time is the essence, you know, you've got to do that. Right, so we've got 1 weapons there. How many trains have we got on here? We've got 1. So you're taking 3. So that'll be that complete. After it's delivered it, we will then take off weapons as a delivery requirement, and we'll turn this into a bit of an express train, because we'll put that as the route between the two places, an express purely. Although saying that, these have meat shipped back, so no, we'll leave it as it is. Actually, I'll just take off the weapons as a priority. Okay, so we've got that sorted. So 12 now will be required down in Jackson. So we've only got 1 train running here. He's heading back with nothing. And we have got, how many weapons have we got here? We've got 4. Let's just duplicate that train. Yeah, let's go for it. So he'll take those 4, get rid of them. And hopefully by the other time the other train gets back, there'll be another 4 sat there waiting for him. And with it being a faster train, hopefully, things will be more profitable. Okay, so that's the new train we put on. Oh, that was no. I don't want Headhunter. Although, do I? Headhunter. I don't want an engineer. I want security guard. Yeah. Okay, so what's that do? No. Okay. So we'll wait and see whether he gets me a security guard person for one of these Louisville to Jackson trains. Security guard, perfect. Let's hire him and let's get him straight onto this train that's heading down. Manage trains. Let's add him.
Whoever ends up with you deserves no better.
Perfect. So we've got 2 security guards now. So let's add him as well. Go on then. Hang on. Nashville. Am I going to make have I made a mistake there? I think I probably have.
Did you think I would be impressed?
Near Nashville. Ah, it's that one. Okay, so I suppose what we could really do is getting that into what are these guys? No, let's get those being delivered into Nashville, because we need to build up later we need to build up Atlanta. They don't want cattle, and we need to build up Jacksonville, so we might as well get cattle into here, and then that will that will then mean we can get increased profits.
Enjoy the fresh country air, because soon all you're going to smell is gun smoke.
He's nice, isn't he? So let's take him. I can connect him there. So let's do that. Let's remove that signal here. Put him there. And we'll delete that one. Perfect. So now we can have trains going backwards and forwards.
What weighs 50 tons and has
Hang
no
on.
wheels?
Let's put a maintenance shed in there. Let's jump into Nashville. Oh, rats. I thought they wanted meat. They produce meat. Ah, flipping heck. Okay, oh well. I suppose we could always build military depot. Right, okay. Okay. That was a little boo-boo. Yeah, that was a boo-boo. Right. Oh, hang on. I've got security guard on that train. So why didn't I... Right, so there's 2 security guards now. One on that train with the engineer, who's the old guy with a beard. And that train that's currently being heisted has got the guy with the moustache. Did I just choose the same guy for the flipping 2 different trains? Right, connection bonus. Beauty with connection bonuses, you don't actually have to...
You simply have no idea of strategy.
Don't actually have to put a line going through there. You can just basically benefit from just actually connecting them to your line. That's the main thing. Okay. Alright, so we are 2 en route. So that's going to be up to 6. So we could do with how many more have we got sat here? So we're waiting for lumber and we're waiting for iron, which is not good. Okay. Okay, so lumber and iron. We've got 2 waiting. Right, so this route here is bringing us in our lumber. Go off that. Alright, so let's focus on getting priority of lumber on there. And then what else are we waiting for? Robbery. Yeah, there we go. We've got a guard in place so we don't lose anything. So that's good. Alright, so that's going to be focusing on bringing lumber into us. And hopefully we'll be able to get those other 2 loads delivered quite quickly. Now we only need 6 more in. So I'm thinking that... let's jump on there. So he's on his way in still. He's halfway back. And we have got we've got 2. So I'm wondering whether if we'll actually get enough for him to take a full 6 back or not in time. So it might not work the way I think it will, but we can hope. Right, what's going on down here? Must be stop sign. Okay, so if that's not going to be going in here, I'm going to be wanting it to head off in this direction a bit later. Although Knoxville wants meat, so they've got the meat. Right, okay, so maybe what I can do, got meat over here being produced in St. Louis. Maybe what I should do is actually put this onto the other line. Let's just take out this section of track. Build that back up. So I've got one line here that's not being used. I could move everything over and have it connected to that and going through, but you know what? I think I'll wait and see what happens. So actually, I'm going to see if I change something on here. Can I specify the...
Seems like your engineer has been caught with their pants down.
Thank you. Right. Ah, so you're the train that's coming back. So maybe what I can do is... Louise there. Let's specify... Yeah. Let's see if I can actually get a load of 6. Can't specify those. Where can I specify? No, I can't. I thought I was able to specify. Oops. Right. I was able to specify actual collections. Let's do that. To see whether we can actually get all 6 onto this train. Oh no, we've only got 3 now. Where's the others gone? Oh. I've not got any other trains taking them, have I? Very strange. Who have we got? We've got a chief engineer, a reporter. You're not going to give me anything at this moment in time, but thank you very much. Ticket prices by 10%. Profit of mail by 10%. Increases passenger waiting time. Transportation of freight, let's have that. Transportation of mail, let's have that. Toledo. No. I didn't want to make another mistake. Where's Toledo? Have I made a mistake? Atlanta, Augustus, Charlotte, Jackson, Montgomery, Jackson, Memphis. No, I didn't make a mistake. Toledo's up there, so it could have been that farm or that farm that it was just actually trying to auction. But this one, yeah, rather expensive. Because we are servicing it very well at the moment. What's going on here? Trains are standing still. Hang on, we've got a sawmill in there now. Oh, I can put something else in myself. How about a cheese factory? Do they want cheese? They want cheese. Weekly demand. Let's go for that. Come on, don't you dare bid. Right. Come on. I don't think I'm planning to sell any of my trains.
You must realize that this means war.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So, I could build a cheese factory in St. Louis. We've got over 100,000 people there. What else could I put in there? What would it do? So, meat factory, brewery, weavers, distillery. Ooh, what will the distillery do? Okay. What will that distillery give us? So that would be alcohol. So I wonder whether any other towns actually want alcohol. So these ones down here, which I'm going to be needing to build up, so they want... Actually, I don't know why I was looking at that, because it tells you the total requirements. And it wasn't high. So do you know what, I'll just leave it. Where are we at with this task? So we've got 6. So we should have, by now, 1. He picked up 1. But he's got
What weighs
5.
50
Perfect.
tons and has no wheels?
Alright, so we can change that now. So, normal, off, on. There we go. So he'll be fine. And there we go, that one. You can have priority on the others actually. There we go. Right, so we should, as long as that both trains get there quite quickly. So one's here and the other one's there. So we should be able to complete this task April, about March sort of time. By the time I think these will land. Okay. And then we'll be opening up this rest of this area. So what's this? Superficial. He's a stoker. So what does he do? He actually increases the maximum speed for locomotives. He's a level 2 as well. Okay. 4%. So we've already got her new applicant reporter. I'm not fussed about those. So we'll put a stoker onto one of these train routes that we put over here, because we'll be moving our engineers and everything else onto those routes.
The weapons deliveries have arrived in Knoxville and Jackson. Perhaps now we can turn the course of the war in our favor.
Perfect. So
the war is drawing to a close, and that is in no small part thanks to you. Our army is taking control of more and more areas. Now we have to deal with the reconstruction. Pay particular attention to Atlanta. The city needs help, as it will soon have to accommodate lots of returnees. The induction is taking place in Louisville now. Transport a large number of soldiers from there to Atlanta so they can help with the reconstruction. Maybe we can even end the war. To do so, we'll have to transport troops and goods efficiently. Then the southern states will see that fighting is futile.
Downhill and with a tailwind.
Right, okay, so we've completed the second phase of this mission, and the final phase is to transport 4,000 passengers. We need to double the population of Atlanta and a bit more, and we need to nearly double Jacksonville. So they are two massive asks. So what we'll do is we'll leave it here for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like what you've seen, hit that subscribe, and until next time, that's Murphy out.